Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I am wearing, completely out of my comfort zone. You guys know that I'm a bronze neutral person. I don't do a lot of, I don't do any cool tones. I'm not a cool tone person. And I played with some color today, which is also out of my comfort zone. Yeah. But with all of the variety of palettes that I have, I know that I will be doing more colorful looks in the future. And I do have a couple of cool tone palettes, so I will be doing them. Also, I did play with the Kevyn Aucoin Nude Pop palette today. It is cool tone, and it looks like this right here. And the first shade that jumped out at me when I got this palette was this orangey coral shade, because I knew that that shade would just make purples pop, and that's why that shade was in here. So yeah, that is what I got. I do have some new palettes to show you guys, but if you want to skip to the tutorial, I will timestamp it below right here. So yeah, if you guys want to see, I'm going to show you guys, this is the It Cosmetics Beauty Book, and it folds, has everything that you would need. I keep touching that bronzer. It has bronzer, translucent powder, concealers, blushes, stuff for the lips, and a cool tone eyeshadow palette. Yeah, so I'll be dipping into this and probably doing a full face with this at some point. And I got the this is the Dream palette, which is Sigma Beauty collab with Beauty Bird, and the palette looks like this. Gorgeous colors in here. So yeah, I will be definitely, and it comes with a dual-ended brush. I think one is like the E38 and the other's the, I can't see, my eyes are bad, but it's a double-ended brush here. So yeah, I'll be playing in this palette for sure and be doing some colorful looks there. And then I got the Huda Beauty Nude palette, and I got this on the VIB Rouge event weekend a few weeks ago. Got that like on the first day, and it looks like this. And lastly, I got the Natasha Denona Star palette, and that looks like this right here. Lots of me colors in this. So yeah. All right, so if you guys are new here, don't forget and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it, so you'll be notified of all of my future uploads. And if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching, and let's just get right on into it. My eyes, and I used MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre as always, and I set that primer with some translucent powder. And I've already drawn one fake crease, and I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin's Nude Pop palette, which, oh my god, this is like a cool tone palette, and I am not a cool tone person, so trust me, I have wanted to jump ship. I don't know how many times when I decided I was going to do this, I was like, no. But I felt that it was important for me to jump out of my comfort zone and do something that I don't normally do, because I am such a bronzy, natural kind of a eye look person. So I thought, well, let's just play with some color and do something different. So, all right, so I've drawn my crease, and I'm using the shade right here, and I don't know which way these shade names go, if it's right to left or if it's directly behind it, so I'm just going to point. So I'm using the shade right here, and I'm going to draw now the other crease, and I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm just going to mark it first so that I see where it's going to go. And I'm putting this little mark right on the skin fold, and it's going to look like that. And then there's the other one that's drawn. So I'm going to take it from the inner corner, and you can draw it any shape you like. You know, some people go from the inner corner all the way out and kind of wing it out. I do kind of wing it out a little bit when I do my shadows, but I don't like to take it all the way down. For me, this is just kind of how I like it, so I kind of take it right in the center, and I really just kind of follow along the natural contour of my eye shape here. And I also follow along the natural crease. So it looks like this right here. So now I got to check to make sure that they're both even, and I'm going to just touch this up a little bit. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a Sigma EO6 winged liner brush. It is a very, very tiny brush. Love this one for making the crease. And I'm not taking it all the way down to the end, because when I do, I have a tendency to take the shadows that far, and I don't want really harsh color out here. I want it to be really kind of feathered and smooth, kind of as I get out to the end. And if I stop just a little bit below that, it'll remind me that I need to kind of feather that ending out. So that is why I do it this way. So now I have my crease line drawn, and I'm going to start with my transition shade. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bone color shade here from Bobbi Brown, which is my brow bone shade here, and I'm just going to take this on a large fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to buff this into my brow bone area here. I'm also going to take it downward slightly so that my transition shade has something to blend into. Feels like I haven't done a video in a hot minute over here. And that's just because these cool tone palettes really kind of throw me for a loop. I should have just jumped ship and picked one of my other new palettes that I got. All right, so also when you draw your crease, your fake crease, you want to make sure that you see that crease with your eyes open when you're looking straight ahead. And this is what we've got working here. And if it's not 100% even, don't worry, you can go back in and adjust it later. For me, both of my eyes are not symmetrical. I'm not even sure they're distant cousins. I can tell you for sure they're not sisters. So, all right, moving on. All right, so now I'm going to go into my first transition shade, but I'm also going to use this shade to map out the crease, and I'm going to take this shade right here. This is the same one that I used to draw my fake crease with, and I'm going to take this on a Wayne Goss number 18, and I'm just going to start by placing the color on top of that fake crease that I drew, and once I get it where I want it, I'm going to, if there's any left over, I want to put it over here, and then I'm going to start to blend this out. All right, and as always, I'm going to grab, by the way, I got a new BH Cosmetics Studio Pro set, which I'm absolutely loving. You guys know how much I love brushes. So I'm going to take this shade right here, this light pink shade right here, and I'm going to just start to kind of map out the crease, because you guys know that I do not like to draw my crease with concealer. So I start by making sure that the lid is nice and clean going in. So I'm just going to map out this shape and clean up anything that got below that, just to keep it nice and clean. A larger fluffy blending brush. This is also from the new BH Cosmetics Pro set that I got. This is the number 5. And if you remember, I took some of the bone color shade and I brought it down here a little bit. So now I'm just going to take that and I'm going to use that to buff into this transition shade right here, just so that it kind of all just kind of looks a little airbrushed and seamless. All right, so now I'm going to start to deepen it up a little bit, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to take this on a Wayne Goss number 17, and I'm going to place this just slightly below the last shade that I put in, but still kind of just above that fake crease line that I drew. And this color, I really don't want to go out very far, so I'm just going to kind of keep it kind of do. So I'm going to take this blending brush again now, and I'm going to go back into my first transition shade, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put, I don't want too much color because the color really does kind of fall down into the depths of the brush. So you really always do have some color there to work with. So I'm just going to, I love this small blending brush. This is literally like just perfect for me. If you have hooded eyes or small eyes, these really rounded, tapered brushes really just kind of fit right in that socket, and you can just get a really nice, smooth blend. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing circular motions or buffing this because I really don't want the color to go all out all over the place. I want it to just stay right here. Stay right here. I don't want it to move. I just want it to stay. And I just want to make sure that this color is nice and smooth. So I'm kind of liking this shape and I'm liking how things are turning out. I'm just going to touch up the ends here and make sure that the lid is still kept nice and clean and that I have this shape that I want. Pick up this shimmery shade right here and I'm just going to clean up here so that I get some white space, so I know exactly where I'm going to be working. All right, I'm using some NYX white shadow base, and this is just a Bobbi Brown cream color brush. And I'm going to just place this on the lid where I'm going to place the shimmer. I'm not taking this all the way up to where my color is in my crease because I don't want to muck anything up. So I'm stopping just below the color. All right, now that I got this shadow base, now I'm going to take my lid shader brush from Sigma. This is an E56, and I'm going to start on the outer edges with this shade right here. I'm not sure. Like I said, this might be called graffiti. I'm not sure, but it's this dark. And I'm going to start by placing this on the outer part of my lid. I'm only going to take this about halfway. All right, so now for the star of the show, I'm going to take this beautiful orangey, corally color for the center of the lid, which is really going to make this purple pop. And then I'm going to go back over everything and clean everything up. Spritz this with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. All right. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of MAC Fix Plus on here. Just a little bit. Tapping off the excess because I don't want a big puddle in my shadow here. And I'm going to take this on the edge here. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of both of these colors actually for this one, and I'm just gonna, all right. All right, I'm gonna pick up this white shimmery shade and just put a tiny bit of that as my inner corner highlight. I don't feel like gonna add a little bit more to my lower lash line now. I'm gonna kind of blow it out a little bit. So I'm using a small blending brush for this step because I want it a little bit lower. Alright guys, so that completes the look. Even though I didn't use the setting spray, I still had to finish it off with my fan. I've already did my whole face, so I wasn't doing that today. And yeah, this is a lot of color for me. This is definitely out of my comfort zone here. Not that I won't do it again, but I look forward to getting back to my normal natural bronzy looks here. Yeah, a lot of eyeshadow here right now. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this challenging video. And yeah, so that's it. And I love you guys. Mwah. I will see you in my next one. Bye.